Firstly, we need to forget about this manifesto promise because it's already been broken. It was broken with the employer NI rise last time. Trying to pretend that when you raise national insurance on the employer of the people, trying to pretend that doesn't have an impact on the people, on the workers, is obviously ridiculous. People lost their jobs because of that tax rise. So, what's worse than a tax rise on a person? Probably them losing their job. So let's not pretend that taxes haven't already been raised on workers. The sort of pre-caveat I would give here is that if you are determined to raise more money through taxation, then you are better just doing it through income tax because it's probably the least distortionary tax to do it through. If you want to raise a big chunk of money and you don't want unintended consequences, you're probably better doing it through income tax. When you start mucking about with all the small taxes, you end up actually raising less money when you increase them because of the unintended consequences. So I suppose that's the sort of the tick, I guess, would be to look at income tax. However, the thing that gets me about this debate is that there is an assumption and a claim by the government that they are taking the tough decisions here, that this is part of them doing the right thing by the country and taking the tough decisions. I think that's total rubbish. Raising tax is not a tough decision. It's actually the easy way out of a much deeper and much more systemic problem. So the IMF thinks that of 36 advanced economies, Britain has the 6th highest national debt, the 5th highest deficit, and the 3rd highest borrowing costs. We spend almost as much servicing debt as we do on education, the entirety of the education budget. So to pretend that a tax rise, an income tax rise, somehow puts Britain in a better position is ridiculous. Britain's position is dismal, and it's dismal because of the amount of money we are spending, not because of the amount of tax that we are taking. The simple reality is until you deal with the welfare bill, which they now can't do because their MPs won't let them, until you deal with the welfare bill and specifically the amount of money being spent on working age people, nothing else matters, and tax rises will simply make the problem worse and worse and worse.